What's going on, everybody? We are back here today with another video. Today we are going to be taking a look at the two new milestones, so Beloved Battles, and then we've also got the Heartbreaker one where if you're opening the orbs you're getting points as well. And we're going to be taking a look at how many Cyclops shards you can actually get if you aren't spending money and you're completely free to play. So again, you will see that I also have 20,000 power cores there. We're going to be using that to open up some of those ruby orbs as well here, just to make the most out of those milestones. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So as you guys already know, going in with the Valentine Hearts characters, that's going to net you about 77 points if you have 5 of those characters. Essentially, you're getting about 14 points per character, and then you get that extra 7 points with the win. So essentially that totals up to 77 points. And essentially, if with the amount of characters they've got, you've got enough for a full 5 teams if you've got most of those characters unlocked outside of Cyclops, because he's also actually on that Valentine character trait list as well here. But essentially for blitzing, I mean, just having those 5 teams handy and just auto playing it, just purposely losing as well. If you just cancel out the battles with some of those other teams like your Nick Fury teams or your Avenger teams, those sorts of teams, you can just cancel out of that, and that way you keep the multiplier low and keeps the points easy to grab as well here. Something further to note as well, in Blitz they also give like 1 orb and a half by the time you do all the rewards. So they've also got the ruby heart fragments, I guess, if you will. But essentially that's what you want to be doing, and each time you do this you'll get about 77 points, which, I mean, if we crunch some numbers, obviously if you need like 6,000 points in total, divide that by 77. Obviously you can kind of do the math there and figure out that it is quite a bit of blitzing involved. And essentially, if we go back to the milestones here, and I'll show you guys, and you'll see there that 6,000 points, divide that by 77, averages about 9 blitz battles a day. And remember, again, that's assuming you're using the Valentine character traits. If you use the normal ones, we're just gonna do one more here just to push us to 6,000. But yeah, if you're doing the normal ones, they don't net you much points at all, just because you don't get that 15 point per character. That's a Valentine trait, and essentially you're getting very negligible points. So that's why it's better to just use those characters that you can that have the trait, and essentially use those other ones and just lose. So that way you keep the multiplier low, and it's pretty brain dead. You can basically just accumulate your wins that way, as you guys saw there. But essentially you want to do 8 or 9, or not 8, closer to 9. It averages out closer to 9, but you want to do 9 of those wins a day. So I mean, just right here in this video, you guys already caught me with 2 of those wins out of the 9 that I need for the day. And I mean, obviously the event's already half over, but essentially if you have a ton of refreshes, I mean, it's pretty easy. And there you guys have it. We're going to collect the last milestone there. And yeah, like I said already, you need 6,000 to max it out, and it is fairly easy. I mean, we still have like 5 days left over, but essentially a full rotation will get me about 5 battles, because I've got 5 teams preset with those Valentine traits. And essentially you want to do that twice a day, which is fairly low in terms of effort. The hard thing is obviously if you guys don't have all those characters unlocked, and I'll just show you guys what I'm talking about here. We're going to scroll here, hit Valentine, and you guys will see here that obviously if you've got all these characters unlocked, obviously it's much easier to do that with. So obviously I just have to do each one twice a day, or 2 rotations of this roster, and it's fairly easy to win, especially when you're at the 2.0 or 3.0 blitz multipliers. But again, like I said, averaging about 9 battles a day, that's going to net you basically you'll be on pace to get the 6,000 that you need to get all the milestones unlocked. But yeah, hopefully that makes sense for you guys. That's pretty much that. I mean, obviously, like I said, the big deciding factor is your roster size, and if you don't have a big roster, obviously you're gonna have to do a ton more refreshes. And we're just gonna open up this last orb before we start the 20,000 cores. And like I said already, just doing all those milestones alone here, you guys will see how many you guys will see how many Cyclops shards we actually have. So again, I've done all the milestones, I've collected all the rewards that I can possibly get, if you were only using if you were only getting Cyclops shards from this milestone. So again, I haven't put any power cores into extra orbs, and you've pretty much got about halfway on the Cyclops to 4 stars, so that's not too bad. And like I said, the thing that's kind of captivating me the most is obviously these T12, T13 materials here, and that's one of the reasons why I want to push to use my power cores. I mean, originally I had kept these because I assumed Cyclops was going to be a milestone reward, or I mean, at least now they threw Symbiote in there, and like his drop rate is absolute garbage. So like I said, I have 20,000 cores, and I said to myself, you know, I got to use it somehow, and I've been saving it up for Cyclops, so at least that way I can get a couple more shards out of it with the milestones from the Heartbreaker set here, as you guys see. And on top of that, I also get some T13 materials in the much needed Dark Dimension 3 as well. So that's kind of my rationale for that. And yeah, we're gonna jump into the opening, guys. All right, so we will be so we're gonna be opening up the rest of these orbs up here. And now that I've used up all the free ones, we are going to be using our power cores for this, and I've got essentially exactly enough for 51 orbs. So hopefully that can at least push Cyclops to at least a 4-star for us. But we're going to see here how far we can push with 50 some orbs, and 50 some orbs will also get me fairly close to completing that Heartbreaker milestone as well here, just because yes, I do want those T13 unique materials to push characters up to T14. And like I said, if you guys aren't in a big rush, obviously this is not a big deal. But like I said, I have saved a ton of these cores, and I really want to use them to get Cyclops. But yes, unfortunately, Symbiote was the milestone character, and his drop rates are pretty bad. So I'm not going to lose sleep over that. Nice thing about this orb is it also provides gold, which is nice. Obviously, I can use that for Symbiote in the milestones. And further to that as well, we will be opening them up, and we will also see how the drop rate is for these things. So again, my drop rate hasn't been too great with Cyclops from these, so I'm hoping it'll be a little better if I use power cores. Only time will tell. So let's see what we can do here. That's our first lineup of Cyclops there. Not too bad. I believe, if I was checking the drop rates correctly, if we get a gold one in the middle, that will net us about 8 shards, which, you know, it's pretty crappy in the grand scheme of things. Definitely, for sure, I would never use my power cores on orbs. But again, like I said, numerous factors here. There's that milestone, which will provide some of those T13 materials, which is really nice. On top of that, this also, each left side will also provide gold, which is nice. There we go. They got one of those 8 drops of Cyclops, which isn't too bad. Thank you. And further to that as well, reason number 3, I just had a huge surplus of power cores. I just had to use it. I mean, it's tempting, you know. Every day you log in, you see 20,000. I'm pretty much like telling myself, holy crap, I got to do something with it. So at least I can get some Cyclops orbs out of it. He does look very good from the gameplay videos that I have seen on him, so I'm really excited to at least get him leveled up here and add him to the X-Men crew. So I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, hopefully the drops are better, because these are terrible drop rates. Wow, these are crappy. We've pretty much used 8,000 cores, and I don't even think I got 20 Cyclops shards out of that. So like I said, the plus side is at least there's gold. We're getting gold on the left side, which is nice. And as you guys will see there on the bottom left corner too, that Heartbreaker milestone is adding up, so that's kind of nice. We're gonna start speeding this up a little bit, I think. So more Cyclops, thank you. So yeah, it seems like the gold and the perps, they'll always drop Cyclops, and then otherwise your typical blue green ones, they'll always be characters outside of Cyclops. That's what it looks like so far. So we're just a little bit under half now. Like I said, the drops haven't been super fantastic. And the crappy thing too is they did make a Cyclops orb for 675 cores, but that's just crazy. That's a lot of power cores, and I mean, it's a higher rate for drop rates, but like I said, it doesn't even go towards that milestone, which is just silly. So again, like I said, at least this way I'll get some extra shards of Cyclops out of it with the milestone, with the Heartbreak milestone, and then I'll also get those uniques as well, which, I mean, I'm not in a huge rush to get it, but you know, when they offer a chance for us to grab those uniques and it's within my striking distance, I'm gonna take it, because like I said, those uniques are gonna take us a ton of time. And for me, I personally do want to get started and get Dark Dimension 3 on my radar here. Just, you know, just everyone's excited, everyone wants to get into the game mode. I mean, there's already a guy that already completed it, which is just crazy, but yeah, that guy must be a super whale or something. Holy smokes. There was a guy from Japan or something. Oh my gosh, everybody's at like 12% or 6% completion, and he's at 100. Like, that's just crazy. I guess he really wanted to be the first one, just like last time, I think, when it was Dark Dimension 2. I think it was like one of the guys from the Legion of Cabal or whatever. But yeah, no, there's some pretty H-core players, so power to you. I mean, great that he did that, but wow, it's just not needed. I mean, maybe if it was a exclusive character or something and it was a rush to get, you know, Doctor Doom or something, but my goodness, yeah. So anyways, guys, this is the last one here. Let's see how we did. Okay, yeah, we're ending off our, and we'll just take a quick look, see how our inventory did there. And like I said, it'll be, at least we got gold out of it, so that's a nice side piece, and that will help us out with that Heartbreaker milestone. So it looks like we did get decent amount of Cyclops shards, I guess, but for 20,000 power cores, I don't know. It's kind of up to you guys if you want to spend that much. Like I said, that's all free. I built that up for you know, for these events, and I was hoping they would have a better milestone character drop rates, but yeah, the symbiote drop rates are just absolute trash. So we're just gonna claim all that so we can see how many Cyclops shards we can actually get. So I mean, even spending 20,000 power cores, you would not be able to 5-star Cyclops, which is very unfortunate, because if my math is correct here, and even with these ones, 4, 8, 12, 16, 24, 25, 30, like, yeah, no, I mean, I'd miss it just by a little bit, but I mean, no, you don't have enough. Even after spending 20,000 power cores, you would not be able to 5-star Cyclops. You would have to go more. Again, drop rates are obviously very subjective, and they're just RNG. It's just random, like I said. But we'll upgrade them so you can see better here. Just based on my math here and the remaining milestones that are left, we're just shy of getting him to 5 stars. So unfortunately, yeah, even if you spend 20,000 power cores, holy crap, wow. So not exactly the best way to use it, but like I said, I wanted to just use it just because I'd saved it so much already, and I was just sick of waiting to use it. So anyways, I got the uniques, and it looks like we are short a few orbs, but we have a few days left to get those, and I'll probably just use my power cores to get the remaining orbs. All right, guys, hopefully this helped you out. Thanks for watching, and as always, guys, happy gaming.